A retirement village custom built just for you and your friends. Surely not possible. Or is it? 3 friends from Hamilton have decided to do just that. They were all in a situation where they needed to downsize, but just didn't love the idea of traditional retirement living. A story which may be familiar for many families. So they combined 2 houses into one and designed it so they can be near each other and still have their own space. The renovation has just won a regional gold award in its price category at the Master Builders House of the Year Awards. And Sue O'Brien is one of the trio living in the home and joins us now. Good afternoon, Sue.
Hello, good afternoon.
I think you've had a few of us in the office reimagining retirement today. Are you living the dream?
I think we are, yes, definitely. We're pretty lucky with what we've ended up with the builders' help and everything like that. Yeah, so it's working really well.
How have you all known each other? How long?
I hate saying this out loud. 50 years. Well, 50 years for... I came in probably, another 5 years later. So a long time.
So long enough that living together shouldn't be a problem. How did this idea come about?
Well, it was just sort of an inkling. Unfortunately, Mary had been on her own after having lost her husband for a number of years, and so she was rattling around in a big house on her own. And then once our kids had, flown the coop as well, we thought, well, we could have a change, and it was just really just a sort of a conversation. What about sharing? And the property that we have been able to renovate, we couldn't get anything better really. We're local with in Hamilton East, and walk when we can. So lots of things. So it was just a conversation, and then it just morphed. Got the builder in and said, what can we do? And we've managed to create a fabulous home.
Yeah, so tell us about this design, because you've essentially put 2 homes into one, but created different spaces too, right?
Yeah, well, it was a big house to start with, so but we were able to have the 2 levels and future-proofed it. There wasn't much in the actual addition to the footprint of the house. So we've put a lift in, we've future-proof it, so we really don't have to go anywhere. Essentially there's 4 levels. If you sort of talk, coming in from the garage, there's 2 steps up into the main first living area. So, we need that access. We need to future-proof. All the bathrooms are accessible as well.
Yeah, and thinking about the future, and it's probably not something you really want to think about right now, but I guess there may come a time where you need a carer or a nurse. Have you planned that in?
One of the bedrooms is sort of separate to the others with its own ensuite. So, yeah, separate. That's certainly a possibility.
Has it been good for cost of living?
Well, certainly you have those big costs of your rates and insurance and things like that. So that's certainly nice to know that when those bills come in, you're only paying half. Or so.
Do you share meals, or is that a way you've been able to do that?
Well, we do, because if you're going to cook for 1 or 2, you might as well cook for 3. So, and doesn't always have to be the same person thinking every day. What are we having for dinner tonight? You can share that burden as well. So yeah, we do often have our meal at night together.
I guess there's every chance they're either listening to the radio or they're just listening to you through the wall. But you can tell us honestly, are there any challenges to living with friends?
Well. No, we've been here 18 months now, and it's working really, really well. We travel together as well, and also you can sort of lock up and leave, knowing sometimes one or others going away. There's we've got confidence. There's somebody in the house. So that's not a biggie. But you also think, well, you're not just here on your own as well, even if you're. We're not, well, to a certain extent, we probably are living in each other's pockets, but but you've got that comfort. There's someone else in the house. Yeah.
The idea of a renovation for many people in retirement might be a bit daunting. So what would you recommend? What do you think you've learnt from it, and what would you say to other people who might think that they would like to do something similar?
Well, I mean, we use JCC Build, who are absolutely amazing. They knew what we wanted to try and achieve, and they made sure we were able to get that. So yeah, I think you just go for it, but having the right builder, putting those in place, and we sort of were out of the house. There was no one in the house for nearly a year, so they were able to just get on and do it.